All right. Okay, I think we're live. I think it's I'm setting up. I'm trying to go live on several different places. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Instagram. I'm trying to go live on TikTok to see how it all works. So let's hope you can see me on different places. My friend Christina's in the room, so she can tell me if it's working good. Let's see what we have. Doing another test stream today. By the way, there's a video. The video's coming out of Scott Carney from Ireland. He got his birthday gift, you guys. He got his birthday gift, and he opened it up, and they sent me a video. So that's out there. The video just got produced, so I'm going to put it out for members in a few minutes. You guys will see it. It's just great. Let's see what we have. Let's see if anybody's in there. I see Boba Bass says, "Hey, what's up, man?" Saran Ram says, "Hey, Ray, what's up, buddy?" There's my friend Christina. She's my co-host on my radio show. I just appreciate her being in. What up, Chubby Ray? Hey, Galandowski, what's going on? Quaygen? Howdy, what's up, buddy? Let's see, what are y'all currently reading? Oh, I'm reading a bunch of good stuff. I'm reading what do I have? I'm reading Brand New Day, Volume 2. I'm just about to start Charles Soule, Daredevil. And I'm reading the Venom. This is what I'm reading in here while I'm waiting for stuff. I'm reading Venom paperback. So that's kind of what I got going. And this is what I just read. I just read Zatanna hardcover, which I enjoyed. It was good. I read Batman City of Crime, which is the worst Batman story I've ever read, but I'll have to do a video on it. And I just started reading all of the Hulk trade paperbacks, the Incredible Hulk trade paperbacks by Philip Kennedy Johnson. It's really good. Nick Klein's art's amazing. I read Batgirl Mother trade paperback. This is really shockingly good. I read Uncanny X-Men Volume 1, like that. And I just did a video on Absolute Power that I just read, which was great. So that's the stuff that I've read in the last couple days, you know. So yeah, I've read some good stuff. Meyer says, "Yo, what's up, Meyer?" Meyer won one of our giveaways. So, you know, that's cool. That's cool. By the way, we're now live on TikTok as well. So I'm live on YouTube, Instagram, and I'm live on TikTok all at the same time. So that's kind of cool. So I hope you guys can see it. And I can see a lot of your comments. So John says he became a YouTube member. Thank you. Oh, you did, John. That's great. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I love when you guys are members. All of my monetization came back on YouTube. Thank God. They fixed up what the problem was. The problem was with AdSense, which is, you know, I'm so stupid. It's above my pay grade. So I finally, finally that's going, which is good. Phenomenal AC says, "Hello, everyone. Don't forget to smash that like." Oh, there you go. Thanks, buddy. That's what I need. I need someone to remind me of that stuff because I always forget all that stuff. Dan says, "Christina's checking TikTok." Oh, thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. Dan and Christina are my co-hosts on my radio show, and they have to you guys. They remind me of everything. I I am the most forgetful person. So thank God they're now checking out the comic show, which is great. Boba Bass says, how is that first Spider-Man brand new day on this? Oh my God. If you saw today's video, I talk about brand new day. And it's very cool. It is very cool. I like it a lot. Galandowski says he's a new member too. Thank you, Galandowski. You're gonna then okay, members, you'll be getting the birthday gift video in just a little bit. I just got done producing it, so it'll go out to you guys in the next like 10-15 minutes or so. And you members should have gotten I sent out a video that's debuting tomorrow for the public, but members already got it, and it's the video about what the 4,000 subscriber giveaway is going to be, which is kind of cool. Dan says, Christina says TikTok is yes. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Christina. Fantastic. I just got here. How much? No, we just started. LP. Let's see. Ray, I just finished their Dark Designs an hour ago based on your recommendation. Great read. I ordered the rest of the run. Isn't it fantastic? Their Dark Designs, which I love showing their Dark Designs. Their Dark Designs is just a phenomenal. It is a phenomenal Batman run. I love it so much. It's my favorite Batman story of all time. I love it, you guys. It's so great. The James Tynion Omnibus has it in oversized edition. Oh my God, it is amazing. It is amazing. I just can't believe how good it is. Let's see. What's the best Avengers Omnibus? Okay, best Avengers Omnibus. God. I answered this. Somebody asked me this yesterday, and I answered. Best Avengers Omnibus is Brian Michael Bendis's New Avengers, I think, because it's New Avengers 1, New Avengers 2. But the Jeff Johns Avengers Omnibus before it is really, really good. There is a story called Red Zone in the Jeff Johns Avengers Omnibus that I think is one of the finest stories. It's in my top 20 list of all-time comic stories. It's that good. That one's really good. And then Hickman's Avengers too. Hickman's Avengers into Secret Wars. Oh my God. That is unbelievable. I love that Avengers run. So yeah, but the best is New Avengers by Brian Michael Bendis. So that's my answer. Tough. I think it's Thiaf. I don't know. Forgive me if I get your names wrong because, Wesley says, Ray, I'm at work, so can't watch until later, but wanted to say hello. Thanks, Wesley. Appreciate it, brother. NF says, what's up, Ray? Hey, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Saran Ram, love him. Have you gone to Comic-Con events or plan to do? Yeah, you know what? I used to go to Comic-Cons in the 90s. I went to Chicago Comic-Con every year and I loved it. I haven't gone since then, but now that I've lost all this weight and I'm feeling more energetic, and I'll be getting a knee replacement soon, or not, maybe not soon, but I'll be getting a knee replacement sometime in 2026. So definitely after that. And, it might, if Omar goes to Chicago and he asks me, maybe I'll go or something like that. You know what I mean? Just to meet up with people. Or if David Omnibus God is going to Chicago or something, I might go up. So we'll see. But I don't want to go to LA or not to San Diego or, stuff like that. TikTok Octagon says, do you read current runs that are not in collected editions yet? Very rarely. Octagon, I'm planning on getting single issues. When Joshua Williamson's Legion of Superheroes comes out, I'll buy that. That's what I'm planning on, but it just depends. Dan says, I just finished Star Wars Rogue Squadron trade, and I would not recommend it to anyone over the age of like 12 or 14. Oh, I love Jason Aaron's Star Wars is so phenomenal. I love it. Ray, is Brand New Day Volume 1 out of print? No, I don't think, not that I know of. I certainly don't know. And I think it price went down, I think, because number 2 just came out. But then again, it might have sold out right before one, because sometimes like Amazon, places like that, they will drop the price. If a new book is coming out that's a sequel to an existing book. I'll give you an example of like the Nightwing Compendium. Volume 2 of the Nightwing Compendium came out last March. And in February, they dropped the price of Volume 1. So a bunch of people bought Volume 1s. And they do that with omnibuses too. Like right before Joshua Williams Volume 2 came out, Joshua Williamson's Volume 2 of Flash came out, they lowered the price of Volume 1. So unless they lowered the price of Brand New Day Volume 1, it's sold out, then I would say I'd be shocked if it's sold out. So agreed, Chubby Ray is a breath of fresh air in the community with his passion and positivity. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, brother. That makes me feel great. Thank you. My uncle helped me get into comics. Has your family or friends picked up your comic reading habits? No. There was nobody in my family that I'm the only one that reads comics. My brother, I've got a brother named Bodine who has read them. And his son, my nephew Julian, reads them, but Julian never talks to me about. Julian has never even had a conversation with me about comic books. My other brother Rob, who died, he died of pancreas cancer when he was 29. His oldest son Tyler lives in Wisconsin, and Tyler told me this. He told me in 2025 that he's always kept it to himself. Tyler's a genius. His intelligence compared to mine is, like he's a scientist. He's a scientist who he's a lot smarter than me. And so he's never really talked about comics. And then out of the blue in December, he mentioned he found my comic, my Chubby Ray Comics videos, and was shocked to find out that I was that big of a fan of comics. And then he revealed to me that he loves comics. So I invited him to come down here for Christmas, and he showed up in Christmas, and I gave him, he freaked out when he came in here. I'm like, oh my God, look at it. He was so fascinated by this room. And I told him, I said, dude, if you want something, pick it. And so my nephew grabbed it. I love my nephew. He's a great kid. And he and his wife just had a baby, and the baby's beautiful. He picked out some Spider-Man epic collections, and he picked out he also grabbed there's a couple other epic collections. He grabbed some epic collections, and he says, oh, I'd love to read these. And I said, Merry Christmas. There you go. There's your Christmas gift. So what he picked out, I let him have for Christmas. And it made me feel great. You know what I mean? To give something for my nephew that I really, really liked. And I've got a ton of giveaway stuff now, so that I will definitely give him a chance to get some stuff. And then my wife and I, if we want to drive to Minneapolis this summer, I'll probably stop by his house with some comics and give to him as well. So, but no, I never really had any family members that encouraged me. I had a friend. It's going to be another long, boring Chubby Ray story, but allow me to tell it. I moved from Chicago. When I was a little kid, I moved from Chicago to this small town in South Central Illinois. And I spoke Spanish when I was a little kid. I couldn't even speak English. And I moved down to South Central Illinois, and I was the only brown kid in this school of white children. And I made a friend in school. His name was Jeff Burns, and he was just an amazing friend of mine. And he introduced me to comic books. He introduced me to comic books in, God, we were in like 5th grade, maybe 4th grade, 5th grade when we became friends in like 2nd grade. But in 4th grade, he introduced me, or 3rd grade, he introduced me to his comic books. And I traded Micronauts #1 for Legion of Superheroes, Superboy and Legion of Superheroes 197. And or no, Legion of Superheroes 203, which is where Chemical Kid dies. And it was drawn by Mike Grell, who's one of the most amazing artists of all time. And there you go. That's the book that changed my life, was Superboy and Legion of Superheroes 203 that Jeff gave to me. And Jeff, I love Jeff. He's a great guy. Jeff unfortunately died of a car. He was in a car. He was riding with somebody in a car that got into a car accident, and he died our sophomore year of high school. And he was one of the most amazing human beings I ever met. But that's how I got into comic books, was becoming friends with Jeff. So, and I do a lot of times when I'm reading through books, I think of him. And it's been he died a long, long time ago. But I do think of him quite often when I'm looking at comic books, because he's the ones who got me into it. So, let's see. Ray, do you have a library tour? Do you have a library tour planned for your child? Oh, Dan answered that. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, Dan answered that. No library tour still after we finish. Yeah, we're redoing my library. My friend Dan is remodeling it. So, and we also, because there's only so much room in here, because this library that all my books are in is a pretty decent sized room, but it's filled, guys. There's no more room in here. I can give you I'll give you a tour. I will give you a tour of the room. If you look, you can see it, but here is a tour of the room. Like there's books up front. Trying to move my camera. I have books up front right here. See, there's shelves right here. And then I have a bunch of these big Calyx shelves that have my omnibuses. I have a bunch of those. There's this one. And then if you guys look behind it, there's that one over there. And then I have, if you look up top, if you look up here, you can see there's omnibuses on top of, I have tall black shelves. There's omnibuses on top there. And then I have them on top behind me. And then I have paperbacks all the way down this wall, our paperback shelves. So I'm running out of room. Because I'm running out of room, we decided to, we're going to redo the library. So my friend Dan's remodeling it. And also, because I'm running out of room, I decided to put shelves up in my master bedroom. My wife allowed black shelves in the master bedroom, which I put my whole independent collection on, which looks great. And in my front room, I have an alcove, and we're lining the alcove walls with Billy shelves from IKEA that can handle a bunch of, like, I'm going to put all my epic collections. All my epic collections are going to be in my front room, and my DC Finest, things like that. So we're redoing it. And as I'm redoing it, I don't want to do a tour of it yet. But once Dan gets the redesign for me, and once it's redesigned and all finished and all the shelves are built, then I'll give you guys a grand tour, and I'll be really proud of it. So I'm sure and you guys have seen my hauls. I have an issue. I can't stop buying comics, especially when they're good comics. I can't stop buying them. So you know, what can I say? I do want to say I'm not intentionally ignoring anybody on TikTok. I want to let you guys know that I'm not intentionally ignoring anyone. I just it's so busy because I can see YouTube comments in my chat room. I see some Funko Pops and action figures. Do you have a stuff? No, I don't. I coordinate those into my comics. It's just part of my comic stuff for the Funko. I love Funko Pops and I do love action figures, but I don't have a lot of them. I have select ones. My favorite Funko Pop is the Ray Lionel. Is the CubbyRay. I have a CubbyRay Funko Pop, which is of me, which is kind of cool. It's got me and my dog. So yeah. Thanks for the Comic Geeks app recommendation. Oh, isn't that cool? League of Comic Geeks app is so cool. And it lets you know your exact value and all kinds of stuff with your comics. I think it's great. That's really awesome. I've tried to get some friends of mine into comics. It failed. Yeah, I wish my brothers would get into it. My older brother came by my house for Thanksgiving, and he excused himself, right? And then he left, and I noticed my Hush paperback, my Under the Red Hood paperback, and my Death in the Family and Lonely Place of Dying trade paperback were all missing. So I'm pretty sure he stole them. So, and he's a truck driver. I don't know if he's reading them on the road or what, but now when he comes over, we got to watch him to make sure there's no more theft going on. But I wish he'd just if he admits that he likes them, he can, just whenever he wants, he can come by. I introduced 2 of my nephews to comics, but at some point during high school and definitely by college, they just stopped and didn't care about. Dude, my friend Dan, who's redesigning everything, Dan has been introduced to comics from me, and I gave him the Jason Aaron. I gave him Jason Aaron trade paperbacks that he's currently reading, which are great. In fact, I have more Jason Aaron, and then I've got the Gillen and Pock runs for him too. So he's got all that stuff. Nathan says that's really touching to have that connection with comics. Yeah, I think everybody needs. We all need. We all need a connection to comics. I think it's nice because, we all have connections to Star Wars. We have connections to, to movies. Why not connections to comics? Oren says, sad I missed the start of the live stream, but glad to be here now. Hey, Oren, no problem. I'm just testing to see how many things I can go on. I'm currently on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok right now. So, and I'm super glad that everybody can see. Makes me happy. The only chats that I can see are the YouTube ones. I mean, I can see the TikTok ones, but I have to actually be in TikTok to see them. It's kind of a pain, but I'm trying. I'll go over there and look every once in a while. If you want to leave a comment in TikTok, if I see it, I will read it. I was collecting He-Man and Heathcliff and Transformers in the mid 80s, but it was my dad who introduced me to Fantastic Four, Daredevil, and the X-Men. That's awesome. My daughter, I love my daughter, but my daughter's a very girly girl. And, she's a history major, and she's a historian. She works for the state of Illinois now. And, my daughter actually gives tour guides. If anybody ever comes to the state of Illinois and gets a tour of the Capitol, the state of Illinois has a beautiful Capitol. My daughter's the tour guide there. So if you're ever in Illinois and you go to the Capitol and you get a tour, it's CubbyRay Comics' daughter. That's the girl that, she's very pretty and just a wonderful kid. So you'll see her. So, she's great. Dan says he cannot reach the ones on top. So I'll have to take care of those omnibuses. Absolutely. Yeah, that's right. He can't reach the ones on top. You should convince your wife to read comics. Oh, I don't have to convince my wife to read comics. My wife has read comics since the 90s. She started reading comics when we were living in New York. I think it was, we were living in Peoria or New York. My wife started reading comics, and she just read Rising Stars, and she loved Rising Stars. And so, but she seems to read the independent stuff more now. But she just told me she wanted to read Brian Michael Bendis's Daredevil. So yeah, my wife will definitely read comics. She not only is she cool because she has no problem with me collecting comics, she's cool because my wife's a reader, and she thinks comics are great. So she's not an anti-comic person at all. What's up, Ray? Deadpool is one of my favorite characters, and was wondering what your favorite run omnibus from him is. My favorite Deadpool, probably Deadpool and Cable is my favorite omnibus. But I like, I've got them. Oh, you know what's good? I'll show you a couple suggestions here. The modern epic collection, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Deadpool, Spider-Man, Deadpool are pretty cool. The epic collection, the modern epics are actually pretty cool. That's a favorite of mine. And they have, God, there's, how many are there? They have 3 of them that I own 3 of them. They might have more, and those are really cool. Dan is the Funko Pop collector. For Christmas, Dan gave me, here's my CubbyRay Funko Pop, if you guys want to see it. Dan gave me my own CubbyRay Funko Pop, which is me and my dog. There's my dog Chester next to me. So that's my own Funko Pop, which is awesome. And this was a Christmas or birthday gift. And isn't it great? I don't know what it cost, but man, what a great gift. And that was from Dan. And Christina, I guess. So because they're married. Not to each other, but they are married. Let's see. Let's see. Did you say you couldn't get through 8 Deaths of Superman? Yeah, no, I thought it was, you guys, you follow me. I rarely give negative reviews of books unless it's a joke. I once did a joke I made a joke about Chris Zdarsky's or Chip Zdarsky's which one did I hate? I wasn't a fan of Failsafe, and I hated the Batman of Gotham. And so I put in a joke where I threw it in the trash can. But that's the only time I've ever given a negative review to something. I usually I very rarely give negative reviews, but the many Deaths of Spider-Man, I stopped reading and said, no, I'm done. And it was that bad. I hated that. And I usually love every book I read, but I could not get into that. I tried. Glad of the success you had with YouTube recently. I found you when you had like 10 subs and binged every. Oh, thank you, Kiki. Or is that? Yeah, Kiki's Comics. Thanks. I appreciate it. You guys, I got to tell you, it means the world to me. This has been starting this comic channel, and this is the real me. This is for me to be the real me, and I love doing this. Don't get me wrong, I have I do another radio show, and it's a different personality that I use, but this is the real me. So I love the fact that I'm having success I always thought the real me was too geeky. To have success in the mainstream. But to find out that there's a bunch of other people that have my same interest, it has really, it's been wonderful. And I love this channel and I love doing this content. Look at, I have done broadcasts every day since I got this thing finally set up right. So, you know, not bad. Nathan says, Ray, your daughter should read Redcoat. She should. My daughter would love Redcoat. My wife loved Redcoat. My wife reads Redcoat too, just like me. And I tell everybody to read Redcoat. In fact, I made Dan read Redcoat, and now he's a fan of it. And then I gave him Redcoat Volume 1 as a gift. And I think Christina got him Redcoat Volume 2 as a gift. So yeah, I love Redcoat is a book that I recommend to everybody. I recommend Redcoat and I recommend The Dark Designs to everybody. Jock Solo says, coworker has a son that started working with us. He liked the Marvel movies and he saw me reading comics at work. I told him about my local comic shop, recommended Hickman Fantastic Four, and he's reading and buying now. Dude, that's awesome. There you go. That's awesome. But yeah, that's a great suggestion. My wife loved Redcoat. And I think my daughter just got her new place. She has a beautiful apartment in downtown Springfield. And she has an old copy of, I have the original Watchmen trade paperback from like the 1980s. And she has that on her shelf in her house. But you know what? You gave me a great idea. I'm going to get Volume 1 of Redcoat and give it to her as a gift because my daughter is a history major. And I know my wife loved it. I loved it. And I think my daughter would love the historical aspect of Redcoat. So that's a great idea. Thank you so much, Nathan. That's a great idea. I highly recommend anything by Joe Kelly or Nicieza for Deadpool. Yeah, I think I have the Joe Kelly. I think I have the Deadpool by Joe Kelly, but I haven't read it. Omnibus. Let's see. What do we got here? I'm trying to keep up with all the questions, guys. Sorry. Was there ever an update on your Omnibus whale list? I was wondering if any viewers hooked you up with. Yes, I did. I had one of my YouTube, my Chubby member subscribers. I said, this was my big whale, Captain America by Mark Waid. I didn't have it. And one of my subscribers said, hey, I have two. If you want one, I'll sell it to you. And he sold it to me for a very reasonable price. Considering, sold it for a very reasonable price, considering, people are getting like $500 for him on eBay. He did not sell it to me for $500. He gave it to me for a reasonable price. And I thanked him immensely. It was such a nice thing to do. And I haven't read it yet, but I'm planning on reading it sometime this year. What did I say? Christina seems mad at me. She says, what did I do? What did I say? Read Strange Academy today since no work. I've heard it's good. And I also heard that they changed it to Doom Academy during the Dr. Doom event. I haven't read that stuff yet. So I can't wait till that comes out on collected edition. His most recent buy was Spawn Dark Ages. Oh, that's awesome. I don't even have that. I don't have that. I got to get that. Orange says, I never read the Batman of Gotham, but I hated it. Yeah, Orange, like me, I hated Failsafe. I love Chip Zdarsky. Love Chip Zdarsky. But I hated Failsafe, and I hated the Batman of Gotham. But I'll tell you what, Joker, the Joker Year One, and Dark Prisons and Dying City, I loved those books by Zdarsky. You know what I mean? Which I love Zdarsky as a writer, but I hated God, I hated failsafe. By the way, TikTok is telling me encourage your viewers to, I have no idea what this means. Encourage your viewers to send gifts and thank them for their support. So, all right, TikTok viewers, I am now encouraging you. I have no, by the way, you guys, I have no idea what this means. So I'm just reading what it says. Encourage my viewers to send me gifts. So please, send me gifts and thank you, or I'll thank you, whatever that means. So there you go. Whatever that means, I have done it. I don't know if I just got the monetization back for YouTube. But I don't know if we got super chats. I did sign up to get super chats for my live, but I don't know if they've gone through yet. So if they have gone through, I have no idea how those work as well. So if they're available, I'm just saying, look to see if they're available, because I don't know, guys. They might be, they might not. Ray, when can we listen to you on your daytime job? I'm live every morning at 8 a.m. Central Time. I'm live every morning at 8 a.m. However, I would not recommend you going to that show, because there are people that go to that show that make fun of me because I have a comic book channel, and it's very offensive. Let's see. You should have never doubted yourself, dude. You're one of the best comic book channels. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. That means I think the best channel by far is Near Mint Condition. I think Omar's channel, I love Omar because I've gotten to know him. He's such a fantastic guy. And I love you guys seen Comic Pals? I love Sean and Comic Pals. There's so many great, I can give, 4 dozen comic channels that are amazing. Omni Nation, I love his stuff. Day-Day's great. I can, this is off the top of my head. I'm just bouncing stuff. I was talking to Cody. Cody Collects has got a good channel too. So, and these guys, and I'll tell you, some of the guys I'm mentioning have gotten in touch with me. They want to collaborate. So, in fact, we're trying to set up a broadcast with me and Sean and Omni Dog, and you know what I mean. I'd love to get some more of those guys to join me on this. They could join me live on this show. So it'd be great to get that. It'd be cool to have that happen. Redcoat 2 is fantastic. Yes, Dan, it's awesome. Christina said she might be reading them. Oh, Redcoat's wonderful, man. It's a very good book. Isn't Redcoat coming out? Yeah, Redcoat comes out, I think in March. I think the deluxe edition comes out in March. I guarantee. And I guarantee I'll be getting it. But because of Nathan's suggestion, Nathan, you're right. I'm getting my daughter. There is both a red and a blue cover. Here, guys, I'm going to show you. This is my sickness. Hold on. I will actually display my sickness for you. This is how deep it is. Give me a second. Ciao, buddy. Here we go. All right, here we go. This is my sickness. Redcoat Volume 1 is so good. Here's my original Redcoat Volume 1. This is Jeff Johns, Brian Hitch. I love this book. This is the red spine with the Volume 1. The same book, also came out with an alternate cover, blue spine, Volume 1. Here is the back of the red cover, and here's the back of the blue. it's the same content, the same exact content. I bought both of them. It's a sickness. It is a sickness. This is the same book. I've got both of them. But I think I'm going to give the blue book, which is the newer one, and has never been read fully. I'm going to give this to my daughter. So this book I'm giving to my daughter. And I think she's going to love it. Because my wife loved it. Everybody I've recommended to loved it. And my daughter she's a historian. I mean, she would love it. I can't believe I never thought of, I should have immediately thought of that. Oh, Christina says she was mad. Christina's mad at me because I said that she and Dan are married. And then I whispered, not to each other. Sorry, Christina. I probably should have kept that to myself. I don't think everybody needs to know that. But they are. Have you read Deathstroke Run Back? Yes, I have that omnibus. It's great. I read it originally when it was Rebirth. I have the paperbacks too. But the omnibus is great. Just because, it's out of print. It's hard to find. I'm making my way through Infinite Crisis Omnibus since you recommended it. Dude, I'll tell you. Chester, come here, buddy. I'll tell you. Infinite Crisis Omnibus, in my opinion, is one of the finest omnibuses ever made. I think Infinite Crisis is the best mapped omnibus of all time. I love it so much. I think it's fantastic. I recommend it. When people ask me, give me an omnibus to buy, it's one of the top ones I give. Jeff Johns' Infinite Crisis is filled. It's in perfect reading order. The only thing is I wished it would have included Identity Crisis. I understand why they didn't put Identity Crisis in it, but I think if you read Identity Crisis and then you get right into Infinite Crisis, oh my God, it's mind-blowingly good. But the Blue Beetle story, right at the beginning of it it's such a great, so great. I just love it. Santiago says, hey guys, let's hit that like button. Thank you, Santiago. I think I need to bring Santiago in as a moderator or whatever. Can I give him some I got to give him some kind of access to remind. Thanks so much for reminding me to tell people that, because I do forget that stuff. I enjoy more Silver Age and 80s, 90s runs like Doug mentioned, Moon Knight, Grunwald. Oh, I love Grunwald's Captain America. Frank Miller, Daredevil, Danny Quetch, Ghost Rider, and Green Arrow by Mike Grell. I love Grunwald's Captain America is fantastic. I love his Captain America. Danny Ketch is cool. I love Johnny Blaze more, but I love Danny Ketch's stuff too. I just love Ghost Rider. And I have Green Arrow by Mike Grell. I'm more of I'm a huge Legion of Superheroes fan. Mike Grell, best artist, one of the greatest artists of all time. Brian says favorite Mexican food. Oh, you guys, I'm not lying when I say this. The greatest Mexican food you've ever had in your life, the greatest Mexican food I've ever had is my wife's homemade tamales. My wife makes tamales every single Christmas, and she starts making them. My daughter's birthday is November 10th. My birthday is October 25th, and my daughter's birthday is November 10th. And my wife makes tamales right after my daughter's birthday because my daughter loves them. And that's what we get them. I'm not lying. They are the most amazing. It's the best Mexican food in the world. My wife got the recipe from my grandmother, who's no longer with us. And my grandmother got it from her. My grandmother's mother grew up in Mexico City. And she was adopted by American missionaries, because my granddaughter, my great grandmother was a baby that was left out, and you know what I mean? She was born and they put her in a basket out in front of the house. And these American Baptist missionaries were in Mexico City. Okay, and they rescued my great grandmother. And my great grandmother had never been, she'd never been to America. But because they rescued her, they then adopted her. They were Mexican American. They were citizens of the United States living in Mexico City as Baptist missionaries. Because they were American and they adopted my great grandmother was therefore American. My great grandmother had never set foot into the United States, and she was a citizen. That's how freaking great America is. That is, this country, just because I think of my grandmother, my great grandmother, and she was given up as a baby. The mother couldn't keep her and gave her up. And these American missionaries adopted her, and that made her a citizen of our country, to where when she grew up and she needed to get a job, she and her husband moved to the United States. Her husband lost his job, and she goes, let's go to the United States. And her husband said, how are we going to go to the United States? She goes, I'm a citizen. So they just came in, they moved to Chicago. And it was because they did that when they had children, that was my grandmother. My grandmother was able to come to the United States too as a citizen, because her mother was a citizen, even though her mother had never set foot in the United States, because her parents were American. It's just, that's how great this country is. And so my great grandparents ended up living in Chicago, and my great grandmother actually worked for some type of Baptist group in Illinois. She worked for a Baptist group, and she worked for the governor. But her reason was because that's who adopted her. That's her family. And she also, which is strange, because I'm Mexican, but I'm not Catholic. And a lot of people, like my wife is Mexican, she's very Catholic. But we were never allowed to be Catholic, because my great grandmother would not allow anyone in the family to be Catholic. In fact, she got mad. She got mad when people would become Catholic. So, it's pretty cool. I know it's a stupid, boring story, but that's what I do in these, that's what I do in these ridiculous lives. Let's see. What's up, CubbyRay? Hope all is well. Yeah, everything's great. I'm loving this stuff. I'm drinking my protein drink. How dare they laugh at Ray? Galandowski, there's a guy named Corey. There's a guy named Corey who listens to my other show. His entire joy in his life comes from making fun of me for reading comics. And I'm not joking. Let's see. Chubby, have you read the Boom what's MMPR? I don't know what I'm not I'm not getting, I'm sure it's going to be a reference. I'm going to go, when I realize what it is, but Rodimus, I don't think so. I don't know, buddy. I'll have to figure out what that means. Ray, happy Saturday. Organize my shelves. That's awesome. Dude, Griffin, that's awesome, brother. Let's go. I can't wait till you have like 15 shelves. That's a good starter collection, buddy. 4 shelves is nice. especially if they're filled with omnibuses. Now you're talking. Love it. Omar's great. He's a gateway drug to a book buying dependency. Yes. Just kidding. Not really his fault. I'm the one with bad impulse control when buying comics. There are worse. Yeah, dude, you're right. There's a lot worse problems you can have. A lot worse problems you can have than buying comics. Double dipping at its finest. Yes. I quadruple dip. You know, I was looking at Secret Invasion. I have sextuplet or sex. What is it? What's above quintuple? There's double, triple, quadruple, quintuple. Whatever 6 is. Septuple. I think I have that of Secret Invasion. In fact, I have taken some of my Secret Invasion books. Here's what I have. I was going through some of my books to get some giveaways to give away to my subscribers and members, because I like to do a member giveaways, and these are just here's some of the giveaways that's coming up. This is Secret Invasion, still sealed. This is a hardcover. Secret Invasion hardcover. Gonna be a gift. Gonna be a giveaway. Let me go back to the giveaways. Now, these are books. When I have more than 4 copies of a book, then I put it in my giveaway shelf. All right. Let me go back. Let me go back to my giveaway shelf and see what else I can find. Oh, what do we have here? Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion I have here as well. So I had at least 2 over quadruple. So whatever 6 means, that's what I had of Secret Invasion. However, the last plus I have another Secret Invasion hardcover on my paperback shelf, and of course, the one that I've read. This is the Secret Invasion I've read the last 2 times I've read it. Is my Secret Invasion Omnibus. I'm not joking when I say I have a problem. Oh, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Okay, thank you. Tio Choco on TikTok told me what and now I get, yeah, of course I have I can show you my Mighty Morphin Power Rangers collection. I have a big collection of it. Let me I don't think you guys can see it. Hold on. Let me see if I can show it to you. Can you see me? All right. And 1, 2, year 1, year 2, year whatever this is. This is Recharged, Darkest Hour, Book 2, Book 3, and Shattered Grind. Those are my Power Ranger books. So yeah, I do have some. I hope you guys can see those, by the way. Because if you couldn't, it seems like a complete waste of time. I hope you can see them. Let me go back to my who do you buy most of your omnis from? I get my omnis come from I will buy from Amazon. I'll buy from Amazon. A lot of them, not all of them, but I get them from Amazon for a couple of reasons. Because Amazon has the best return policy. I also buy books from In Stock Trades because In Stock Trades is in Indiana and I live in Illinois. So I assume they had the quickest shipping. But I'll tell you, I used panel bound comics. I bought, I just got an order from Panel Bound, and dude, it was so fast. And they do regular shipping. They do like media mail shipping, but I'm telling you, it showed up so quick. I was shocked by how fast. So I'm starting to use Panel Bound. I just put in an order for Panel Bound today. Actually, I bought volumes 1, 2, and 3 of Lazarus because I have volume 4 hardcover of Lazarus. So I bought volumes 1, 2, and 3, and then I bought something else from them. There was another hardcover book that I bought from Panel Bound. So I do love Panel Bound. And I've also used cheapgraphicnovels.com. And there's one called Crooks and Bandits in New Jersey that I bought from as well. So I do try everything. But I will use Amazon In Stock Trades and Panel Bound the most. And I bought from Panel Bound when it was organic price books as well. But yeah, I'm very impressed with their shipping. It was shocking how fast it is. Have you ever read Brian Michael Bendis' Crime Noir and Omni? No, but I'll tell you what I love of what Bendis wrote. I read Sam and Twitch. His Sam and Twitch are so good. I love Brian Michael Bendis' Marvel stuff so great. His Legion of Superheroes run was terrible. That killed me because I love Brian Michael Bendis. It killed me that his Legion run was not good. But I actually liked this. I know some people didn't like his Superman. I actually liked his Superman. And I love Sam. I like Sam and Twitch. And I did like Powers. Remember when Powers was out? I really enjoyed that. So I'm halfway through JSA Omnibus Volume 1. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Volume 2 is good. And Volume 3 is the stuff from like not that long ago. That's the stuff when they were doing Justice League was written by Meltzer and Johns was writing JSA, and that was all in the same era. That's Volume 3 of JSA. You'll love it. That's fantastic. Let's see. Brian says, Ray, love your channel. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. I love your comment. That's awesome. Christina says she can vouch for that. Absolutely. Can you do a collection tour video? I will. You guys, Dan, Christina, who just commented, Dan and we're redesigning my office. So we're as soon as the redesign gets done and we're putting new shelves. I'm putting new shelves in my alcove in the front room. And as soon as all that stuff gets done, well, the first thing I'm doing is I'm taking I'm going to do a full tour. I have, what is this? This is the DJI. I have a DJI camera. So I'll be able to do a really good, I'll be able to do a full, in fact, I might have somebody else hold the camera and do the video while I, show stuff. That's what I'm thinking. So it'll be as soon as the redesign for the office and the new shelves get put up. In fact, I think my wife said earlier, she told me 2 things about it. She goes, today the plan is she's making homemade pizzas, which, oh my God, my wife has a homemade pizza recipe that's so good. So we're going to get homemade pizzas. And the other thing she said is she wants to put up at least 1 shelf. So that would be fantastic. So the plan is we're actually starting this weekend because there's a winter storm warning in Illinois, or winter storm going on here in Illinois. And the temperature is like, what's the current temp? I think it's like 20 below. It's It is something. Oh, I just got a text. Text from my little brother. Hold on, everybody. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. I just got a text. It was about my mom. So forgive me. I lost my thing. Yeah. Let's see. It's raining here, so I'm enjoying some white menudo. Oh yeah. Okay. We are. I know what the question was. What's the temperature? Or I was talking about the weather. The weather is, it's currently 10 below and snowing. Oh my God, is it snowing? Oh crap. So guys, I guess our Instagram stream got cut. At least that was good. Oh crap. Holy man. There's a bunch of people who are, thank you, Instagram. No, that's kind of cool. That's good. I didn't know that, because I couldn't check the Instagram, but it's so cool to see that a lot of people were, it's cool that a lot of people were watching on Instagram. And it seems like a lot of people are watching on TikTok. I'm sorry, TikTokers. I don't always see your comments, but I'm occasionally looking over there, and I appreciate it. With the YouTube people, I can see their comments and highlight them to where they can be on the screen. So Nathan says, that's amazing about your great grandmother. God was working. Yeah, it was. It's amazing. I mean, my great grandmother came from Mexico, and my grandfather also came from Mexico, and he I'm gifted to have been born in the United States because of my grandparents migrating into this country. It was great, and I'm very, very fortunate. PW Piano Wizard says, just finished watching Iron Man for the 5th time. Oh, that's awesome. PW is one of my favorite members. He's one. I think PW. I call him PW because he's Piano Wizard. But I think PW has a distinction. I think this is it. I think he is the first ever member of CubbyRay Comics video channel. I think he holds the distinction of being the first person to get a membership. So that's really cool. So I always have fond memories of PW. Oh no, I know PW. I know PW won. PW, didn't you win? Didn't he win one of the, maybe that's what it is. PW won one of my member giveaways. That's what it is. So, but he's also one of the first. I think he's one of the first members. Let's see. I always enjoy watching your review of your collected editions. Oh, regards from Barcelona. All right, man. Is that correct when I say Barcelona? No, I hear Spain's beautiful. I'd love to go there. My wife's mother, her last name was Macias. And I think she was Spanish. I think her family had some Spanish in them, but she eventually moved her family moved from Spain to Mexico, and then they came into the United States that way. That's Jules. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hi, CubbyRay. I'm Jules, the Mexican guy who always comments on your videos. Hey, mi hermano. What's up, Jules? Good to talk to you, buddy. And by the way, sextuple is what. So I had a sextuple dipping of Secret Invasion, but now I'm on my giveaway list are 2 of them. So those will be coming up sometime soon, guys. Griffin says, I'm in an apartment at the moment, so 15 shelves is a bit many. LOL, my current shelves are for the most part all Omnis, but I've got some compendium. Dude, that's awesome. If you've got all Omnis, your collection's doing just fine. All Omnis is all we need, brother. That's all we need. As long as you got some Omnibus, you are fine. You are doing well in CubbyRay's eyes. Ray, you made me want to read Venom from yesterday. Should I get, dude, get Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman's Venom. It's one of my favorite all-time. It's on one of my favorite all-time omnibus. Not just Venom, one of my favorite omnibuses ever. It is unbelievable. You will love it. Trust me, you will love it. It's so good. He really does have a problem. Is there such a thing as Comics Anonymous? Because Ray needs to join. You're right. I know. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I'm mostly on the hunt for out-of-print books this year. Plan on picking up several in print too, but really want a lot of yeah. The Venomnibus volume. Which one is out of print? Volume 3? I think it's, even I don't have that one. So that one's really out of print, and I've looked for that one, and I've never been able to find it. So good luck to you, Griffin. I hope you get it. Galandowski says it really is a sickness. Yeah, when I say that, I'm not joking. Ray with the Power Rangers collection. Cool points. Oh, yeah. I love Kyle Higgins. I think, and by the way, Kyle Higgins' Radiant Black is fantastic. His Radiant Black, which is an Image title, I love his Radiant Black. It's great. It's from the Massive Earth. I highly recommend it. And he also wrote, he wrote Nightwing. He wrote the New 52. He wrote the New 52 Nightwing era. That's when I first got into Kyle Higgins. But he also wrote Power Rangers. So that's when I started collecting those, was because of Kyle Higgins. And then Ryan Parrott wrote some. And they're both great authors. And, I love, the books are good. I haven't read them all. But the ones I've read, I really liked. I only just read Infinite Crisis 1 through 7, and the Superman sacrifices lead into Infinite Crisis. So glad it's so good. Yeah. Dude, they've got Sacrifice. Sacrifice is in the Infinite Crisis omnibus. It's so good. What Wonder Woman, oh my God. Because what Wonder Woman does is it's in Infinite Crisis is so good. Just everything about that book is so good. The Rand Thanagar stuff, Wonder Woman and Sacrifice. Oh my God. And Superman. Oh, Ted Kord. What happens to Ted Kord? There's so many things. The Batman stuff with the Brother Eye, and Infinite Crisis is so good. If you've never read Infinite Crisis, oh my God, I highly recommend it. It's one of the best omnibuses of all time. Does anyone else other than me buy 2 copies of your favorite omnibus so you can read one and keep the other one sealed on your shelf? I would, but it would cost too much money. I do. There are some omnibuses I have 2 of, but I'm using the second omnibuses as gifts. I'm using the second omnibuses as gifts and giveaways. You know what I mean? At least that's the for example, my Star Wars New Republic. I had 2 copies of it, and that you'll see in the video that's coming out tomorrow. That's a giveaway that I'm doing. Rose's panel bound comics is my go-to. Yeah, I love panel bound. I love Jake. I sent a message to Jake, and we had a back and forth not that long ago. Loved him. I did panels with Jake on Omar's channel. Jake's great, and yeah, he was awesome, and he actually Jake talked to me about, and I didn't even know this stuff's an option, but he talked to me about. He said, "So let me ask you guys. You guys would know." He asked if I would like a code for panel bound comics to where I give the code and my subscribers and fans on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, wherever. He said that, and Christina, by the way, another thing, Christina, can you set up to where I could do these broadcasts on Facebook too? I know that's just a non sequitur for future. For future, I want to put that out there because I'll forget it. Jake offered me, he said he can give me a code that I could give to you guys, and it would give you a discount to buy books from Panel Bound. Would you guys be interested in that? If you're interested, let me know, and I will, and I just, because I thought Jake was fantastic, and he said, yeah, he said, if you get a discount code, I thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what he said. He goes, you guys could use, I'm not sure how it all works because I'm new to this stuff. Yeah, he said that he would give me a code and then you guys put the code in and you get a discount on books. Is that something you guys would be interested in? If you are, let me know. And John says he'd like one. That's like, dude, I'll tell Jake yes. That's awesome. Ray, do you have any DC all-in paperbacks? I have a few so far and thought they're pretty. You know what I love? I love I love the Rise of the Superwoman is all-in paperbacks. The Green Arrow. I love the Green Arrow reunion and Family First were fantastic. All-in stuff. The Green Lantern all-in by Jeremy Adams. Yeah, I have a ton of all-in. Aquaman. I just did a review for Aquaman, The Dark Tide. Oh my God. The Aquaman book, The Dark Tide, I gave a 5-star review to. It's so good. Oh my God. I love it. Yeah. No, I'm a huge fan. And I just finished. Here's an all-in book. I just finished Zatanna, which is very good. So yeah, I love every DC. I buy every there's not a DC book I don't buy. Love it. Just fantastic. Let's see. I read Nightwing. I'm with the show and liked it. Yeah, Nightwing's awesome, dude. I just got new Nightwing. Just got it. And I'm planning on reading it this weekend. Hopefully before the weekend's over. But my weekend officially doesn't start till after my Saturday show, which got done at like noon today. So I've been on weekend since then. And I'm trying to finish my Spider-Man Brand New Day Volume 2. I'm trying to finish that. And then I got to read Charles Soule Daredevil, but I'm hoping to read Nightwing's new paperback. Absolutely. I love Nightwing. Did everybody love American Vampires Omnibus Volume 1? I never, you know what? Never got it. I don't have American Vampires. That seems like a must buy. I got to get that. I love it. Let's see. Ray, it's because of you that my omnibus sickness went crazy. Here in Mexico, omnibuses are not that famous. Jules, where in Mexico do you live, Jules? Which part of Mexico? And where do you guys buy them? Because, yeah, I wonder. And are they in Spanish? Are they translated? I just wonder about how that stuff goes. And I asked because my family's from Mexico. And I've been to Mexico. I've been to Playa del Carmen. I've been to Puerto Vallarta. I've been to Cozumel. I've been to my grandfather's from San Luis, and my grandmother's from Mexico City, and my great grandfather is from Monterrey. So, you know, there's Parrons and Perrazas all over Mexico, and I'm related to them, and, you know, God bless them. Do you keep a suggestion recommendations list? Because I assume you probably get lots of recommendations for comics to read all the time. I need to. I should keep a list on my phone, but I try to remember them on my brain, and I constantly forget stuff. You're right. I need to. For me, the best thing would be a notebook and a pen, so I can write stuff down, because then I'd remember it better. When I do these broadcasts, that's a great idea. I should keep a notebook and pen. Very good idea. Thanks, Oren. PW says, Ray, love you, man. PW is the man. Yeah, PW, I think you were the first, buddy. I really do. I think you were the first. But you're also one of the first winners. You're also one of the first winners for my giveaways, so I'll never forget. I know Nathan won a giveaway as well, and so did I've now done enough giveaways to where I just can't remember everybody that won them. But Meyer, who was in here earlier, Meyer won one, and Radiated Ryan just won the last one. And then I had Sean Rice won yesterday's. I did a member giveaway yesterday. In fact, I'm going to do a member giveaway today. I will do a member giveaway during this video. And Sean Rice won one yesterday. And by the way, I gave away yesterday. We also gave away Green Lantern Volume 4. We gave this away to one of a random commenter, and it went to Peter DeLuca. Peter DeLuca won Green Lantern Volume 4. And Sean Rice won Blue Beetle Compendium number 3. So those are my winners yesterday. And I will draw. I'll draw today. In fact, we're going to do, here's a giveaway. Oh, we don't want to. Do we want to give this away? I just drew a really big book, but I did say I was going to do it. Well, should I really do it? Guys, I accidentally drew. Well, I shouldn't have just blindly reached in, but I accidentally drew a really big book. Should I give it away today, or should I do another drawing? What do you guys think? Should I give it away or do another drawing? By the way, Corey says, is the room sinking? Looks like that room's overweight with all those books. Remember how I said earlier, there's this guy that goes into my other show named Corey that makes fun of me for Corey's now in this room. Oh God. DA says, do you have any of the Grendel books? I don't have Grendel books, but I have his Legion of Superhero books, which I love. I have Warlords. I have the Warlord Omnibus, which I love. I have his Green Arrow run, which is fantastic. Econ Cookie says, hey, Ray. Hey, Chubby Ray. Big fan. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Dan says, I don't own a single omnibus. I am now Chop. No, you're not. You're not Chop Liver. You just haven't gotten an omnibus yet. Genuine question, but what's the story behind your name, Chubby Ray? All right. Here's the story behind my name, Chubby Ray. I'll be honest with you. And I might have told this recently. I'm sorry if I have. Here's the story behind the name. I used to weigh 600 pounds. And so I was a radio host, and, you know, people would get angry at me for whatever, and they'd immediately go to fat jokes. And you know, there's freedom of speech, say what you want, but you got to suffer consequences for saying. But so they're constantly making fun of me by calling me morbidly obese and all this stuff. And I figured, you know what? If I don't want them calling me that, how can I get them? I don't care if they call me an a-hole or a jerk, or they just don't like me for whatever. And it wasn't about me. I don't like, here's what I don't like. I'm Mexican. I'm Hispanic. And when I'm not that young now, but I used to have jet black hair. I mean, my hair, if you can, my friend Dan, who's in the room, Dan knew me when my hair was jet black. And I was lucky. My hair stayed black until my 50s. I still had black hair when I was in my 50s, when I first got into my 50s, and it started turning gray in the last couple of years. And it's turned, you know, I still got some black hair, but it's pretty much turned gray. Which I am thinking of coloring it, but if it looks bad, then you're stuck with it. So, but anyway, so I hate when people make fun of you for your skin color, or if people make fun of you for any kind of genetic defect. And I don't like when people make fun of you because of your size. I don't think it's fair to people make fun of you for being tall or short or fat or too skinny, because a lot of that, you can't help it. You know what I mean? It's not you. You can't help that you're born with whatever ethnicity. You can't help if you're born whatever color. Now, you can help if you're an asshole. You can definitely, that's on you. So people can make fun of you for being an a-hole, but they can't make fun of you for being brown skinned or being light skinned or being whatever, or being too tall or being too fat. And when they made fun of me for being, it didn't bother me, but I know there were other fat people that were listening to my radio show that would be offended. Even though it was me they were making fun of, it was offending other people. And I know because they would tell me, and I wanted them to stop with the morbid obesity jokes and saying, oh, you're going to die young and things like that. It was really rude and offensive. So I figured, let's create a name. Let's create a name that's a little lighter and a little more humorous than those morbidly obese jokes. So I told the people around me, I said, yeah, just, my nickname's CubbyRay. I said, just call me CubbyRay. And I created an email account. I created a blog, or one of my early podcasts. I called it CubbyRay. And now since then, I ended up I started working out in 2019. And I've worked out, changed my diet. Now I don't eat Hostess products. I have like protein drinks. And I've lost over 300 pounds. So, but I was still CubbyRay. So that was my brand, was CubbyRay. And I love comics. So I just put comics at the end of the nickname that I gave myself, CubbyRay Comics. That's how the name came about. But no, I played basketball when I was young. They called me Dr. Ray, not because I was as good as Dr. J, but it rhymed. So I think that's why they called me Dr. Ray. And then I was called, so those guys called me Doc. And my mom called me Butch when I was a little kid. And then they called me CubbyRay. My brother Bodine still calls me Mr. Raymond. But yeah, that's how CubbyRay came to be, just because it was nicer than people making fun of the fat stuff. It says it also sent a link to someone selling the Kickstarter collection of Larry Hama's run of G.I. Joe Real American. Oh, really? Oh, I'll have to check out. I will check out some Kickstarters. By the way, Ross says, I have the sickness, went from 0 to 114 omnibuses in less than 2 years. Dude, God bless you. That's a great story. That's a great story, buddy. That's what I love to hear. And he did it all with overtime money. Way to go. Dan just told me I need to read Redcoat because he thinks I would like it. Yeah, Christina, you need to read Redcoat. You will love it. You will love it. Dan says he also has old Conans. Oh, man. I'll tell you, Dan, one of the best books I read this year was Savage Avengers, which was it was a Marvel omnibus, and it was about different Avengers heroes teamed up with Conan, and it was one of my favorite books of the last year. I loved it. And it's made me get into Conan. I actually have some Conan books now because of it. I managed to find a copy of Tomb of Dracula Volume 2. Oh my God. Punisher Max Volume 2. Oh, I got it. I need Garth Ennis's Volume 2 of Punisher. Oh my God. Love it. I love when I find out of print omnibus. Oh, that's when I'm the happiest. That makes me super happy. Jack says, I don't know if anyone here is reading current Conan by Jim Zub. Just finished Scourge of the Serpent as a fan of Robert E. Howard. I got to tell you, I think, Jack, I think it was your recommendation. Somebody recommended that I get Conan. And so I just bought a couple of trade paperbacks by Jim Zub. So I'm going to read them, when I have time. I've got a couple of paperbacks. And if I know me, if I like at least one of them, I'll buy the other 4. Because I think there's 7 total or something. And I've got 2 of them now. So I guess it'd be 5. I got to buy 5 more maybe. Let's see. The Run to Infinite Crisis is insane. Identity Crisis. OMAC. Yeah, Identity Crisis is so great. OMAC Project, so great. Days of Vengeance. Yes, they're all, it's so, I love the Infinite Crisis. I think Infinite Crisis is the best event ever. Corey says, looks like each bookcase has 100 books on each one. The average omnibus weighs between 5 and 10 pounds. Let's just say 7 pounds each times 1,000. That's 700 pounds per bookshelf. Thank you, Corey. Corey, if you'd like, I'll invite you to come do the redesign for the room with me. Hogwash Poppycock says, I would be double also if I could afford it. Yeah. The only thing I blow money on is collected edition. And my friends. I blow money on collected editions and friends. I'm a skinflint with everything else. My clothes aren't very fancy. They're expensive because they're not regular XLs. But I don't spend money on clothes. I don't spend money on furniture. I do have an 85-inch TV and a 75-inch in my bedroom. And I used to have a TV in here, but I had Dan take it down so I could put up more shelves. So the only thing I splurge on, my friends and my comics or my collected editions and my daughter. I splurge a lot. I spend a lot of money on my daughter, but other than that, I don't spend any money on anything. So my car isn't that nice. It's an all right car. It's a convertible. So in the summer it's nice, but now that it's in the winter, my car looks really good when the top's down, but now I got to have the top up because it's snowing. And I'll be honest, it doesn't look that good when the top's up. So Hogwash probably says, I was away for 5 years and missed so much Krakoa. Dude, I haven't read all the Krakoa stuff. I want to read all the Krakoa in a row chronologically. Have you read any of the Cyberpunk 2077? No, I haven't. I have not read it yet. Corey says, my room is around 3,000 pounds in the room. The average room joist holds 30 to 40 pounds a square foot. So you're right at the room weight limit. Watch out, Ray. You may find yourself in the crawl space. Well, that's Corey. That's why Dan and I are doing we're doing a rebuild. He's going to help me redesign to figure out some of the way. That's why I'm putting other shelves in other rooms and everything. I'm going to separate it so that I don't fall into the crawl space. That is the goal. Tom's in. Hey, Tom, how you doing, buddy? I would love a code. Oh, great. Yeah, I'll tell Jake I want one then, guys. That's awesome. Yes, get that code, Ray. Couple Omnis in my cart ready to go. I'll get it. I will definitely ask Jake. He offered it, but you guys, I'm so new to. I've only had this channel for a few months. I don't, I wish I knew more, but I'm learning this stuff. So I really appreciate it, you guys. Which is great. Dan says, hey, Dan, did you become a member? Is that real? Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Hold on. If you're a new member, I got to know, because I'll have to if you're a new member, I got to put your name in the corn pop cup, so you'll be eligible for the giveaways. Let me know when you guys become members, so I can double check and put you in. Ruben says, love your video. Thanks, Ruben. You're awesome. William says, of course, public. Yeah. Panel bound, dude. I love it. Yeah. I'll tell Jake. Yes. That's awesome. Damn, Dan, you pay to work. That's not how it works. Mostly Dan knows I give him stuff all the time. Or I give his wife, or I give the woman, he and his partner are married, not to each other, but I give his partner I give his partner that's married all kinds of stuff too. So does anyone else find Absolute Green Lantern incredibly confusing? PW, I've heard that. I haven't read it yet. I just got it. I just got the paperback and I haven't read it. And I've heard Absolute Flash, some negative stuff about that. I haven't read it yet either, but I have it. I just haven't had time. I've been reading Brand New Day, both omnibuses. So that's taken up all my time. Dan with no omnibuses paying Ray to work for him. Yep. Dan knows Dan's going to end up with an omnibus or something. Trust me. Dan's already gotten, you want to know my paperbacks, my Jason Aaron Star Wars paperbacks that are worth a lot of money. I've already given to Dan, and I have like 6 more paperbacks to give him. So he's got plenty of stuff coming his way. Let's see. Raul says 100% yes to the PPC code. I will. I'll tell him yes. DC released 2 thick paperbacks of American Vampires. Hogwash, I'll look for them. I never read it. I will definitely look for it. I'm not a big fan of Elseworld stuff, but Corey says he loves Cozumel. Cozumel is fun, right? He doesn't remember anything. He has to keep Christina around. Yeah, that is true, you guys. My memory's bad. That's why I have Christina. She is my memory. You guys, how you guys ever watch Omar? Omar has Tina. Christina is my Tina. She literally keeps track of everything for me because my mind I forget stuff so easily. Dan says I might have to build you a bigger desk you might have to build a bigger desk to make room for a notebook and pen. You know what I mean? The desk I have is fine. I've got too much crap on it. Let's see. Congratulations, Peter. DeLuca, he's the one who won. Oh, Meyer won one of the giveaways too. That's cool. Are you asking where the comic shops are in Mexico in case of a certain agency? No, no agency is going to send me to Mexico. I was born in Chicago. Yeah. So there's no reason to send me to any agency. And if I go to Mexico, it's to visit relatives or for vacation. Galandowski says, make sure you add the new members to this draw. Yeah, I will. I'll get all the new members. I'll add them before the broadcast is over. I'm going to do another member drawing. Oh, and so I need you guys to let me know what I should do. Should I do the giveaway of what I drew, or should I draw something else? I'm jealous of people who have not yet bought an omnibus. So much joy ahead. Dude, comic omnibuses are the first time. It's not even buying them. The first time you finish an omnibus, oh my God. When you get to the last page, that's one of those unbeatable emotions. You know what I mean? When you get there and you finish an omnibus, you really feel like you've accomplished something. When you get that first feeling of the first omnibus you finished, you'll never forget it. Trust me. And then if it's Jeff Johns' Green Lantern like mine, you'll end up reading the whole damn volume 2 and volume 3. Trust me. In addition to a member drawing, you should do another. Of course. Yeah, I always do. Yeah, of course. But I want to say you have to be a subscriber. I will do a random commenter giveaway. Let me reach. Hold on. Let me reach down and grab one. All right. I got to close my eyes. All right. Avengers Blood Hunt. We're going to give Avengers Blood Hunt is going to be given away to a random commenter. All right. That'll just be somebody who randomly commented. You're going to win Avengers Blood Hunt. All right. That's a great idea. Thanks, Warren. But you've got to be subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, get over there and subscribe. DA says, I still prefer single issues of comics. If it wasn't for single, you're right. No, DA. If I had room, I'd get some single issues, but I have my collected editions take up all the room. Pretty sure your hair started turning gray about the time Big Q started. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Corey being a listener is what started my hair turning gray. I can tell you that. Christina says, I am not allowed to color my hair. My wife, I bet my wife could color the hell out of my hair and make it look good. Jules says, I'm glad you found this community. I'm glad we found you. Pure love. We will take care of you. Jules, I appreciate it, brother. It means the world. You guys, subscribers, especially members of my channel, you guys mean the world to me. It means, you don't know how much it means that you guys watch my content. And then the people who pay to be members, oh my God, it means the world to me. It really does. People constantly say things like freedom of speech. It means people are allowed to say anything they want. That's not what it means. It doesn't mean freedom of speech means you can't be harmed from the U.S. government for saying something. However, there are repercussions for when you say things, there are repercussions. And, like if I come out and do some big diatribe saying I hate something or whatever, and then no one wants to advertise because of what I said, that's on me. If I come out and say something ridiculous, and people no longer like me because I said it, that's on me. It doesn't mean that you're allowed to say whatever you want to say. It's just people are allowed to criticize. In this country, you're allowed to criticize whatever you want, but you have to pay the consequences for that criticism. Let's see. Keep at it, Ray. Oh, thank you, Chewy Queso. Congrats on the weight loss. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I changed my life around, man. I started working out and eating different and drinking different. And I feel so much better. And I know I'm going to live longer. So that's really, It's made a big, Have you ever tried DDP workouts, Ray? No, but I do really want to try. I do want to try hot yoga after I get my knees done. See, I have to get knee replacements. And after I get the knee replacements, I'm going to try some of that stuff. Yeah. Because I do weightlifting, but mostly it's cardio. When I work out, it's a lot of cardio. Because I don't want to get too big, like, because I've already, like my neck has got I got a big muscle in my neck that I don't like because it, it makes me look, my shoulders, I can't, but my shoulders have started getting too big and I didn't like that. I wanted to, so I'm trying to lay off a certain, because you just can never tell. So I want to do yoga. Yoga sounds like something I'd like to do. I'm going to drop this hint. If you have both runs of Secret Wars, there are certain things that it might be part of a certain film coming up. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love Secret Wars. It's great. I lost my jet black hair 12 years ago. I miss it, but I love my salt and pepper. Yeah, my wife likes my salt and pepper. And that's what's most important to me. As long as my wife finds it sexy, the fact that my wife let me go gray, and that's great, because I got to be honest, if my wife went gray, I don't think I'd be happy with it. I'm saying that for any listeners of my other show, if they're in here, I know what the reaction would be to me saying that. I don't think I would allow my wife to go gray hair. By the way, I'm joking. My wife's beautiful. She can do whatever she wants. Let's see. Don't you buy shelves? Isn't that furniture? Yeah, it's true. I guess the IKEA Calyx is our furniture. I don't buy doubles of many omnibuses, just my absolute faves. I think I want to keep sealed copies of my faves so that if I move in the future, they will travel better. Yeah, you're right. I'll tell you, that's a big worry. Like, I'm worried about what happens when I move one day. How am I going to move all this stuff, I've got my Calyx in my basement, double-sided, because I'm worried about exceeding floor limits. Yeah. If I had I don't have a basement, but if I had a basement, I think I'd keep a lot of these books there. Ray, are you going to grab the upcoming Punisher Fury Max Omnibus? Yes. Wanted to grab it because I can't get the Punisher Max Omnibus due to being out of print. Is it a good starting point? Would I be? No, I've never read. I never read the single issues of it, so I don't know if it'd be a good starting point or not. But I think I just started reading the Greg Rucka paperbacks. That's a great starting point. I mean, every single, you got to remember, collected editions are, when they decide to make them, they do pick books that are, any collected edition is a great starting point. I mean, Marvel and DC Comics both, DC Comics more so, but they go out of their way to make sure that every every collected edition is a great starting point. By the way, I got to see how I share this, but I just got a super chat. Oh, thank you, PW. This is so cool. I got to figure out how I showed. Here we go. Look at this, guys. PW just sent a super chat. Just promise us you'll keep doing your fantastic videos and never change, buddy. Oh, dude, thank you so much. PW, thank you. That means the world to me. So that's how, you guys, that's how a super chat works. I've never seen one before. I guess I have. I've seen that on Omar's channel before, but I didn't know that's what it was. Thank you, PW. Thank you. There you go. I've never got, that's my first ever So PW was my first member, and he's my first super chat. And I think PW, you might have been one of my first super thanks too. That is so awesome. Thank you, buddy. I've never gotten one before. Someday, Ray, your entire house will be a library. My house is definitely heading that direction. Yeah. I love my books. I really do. But you know what? I have decided my sickness is getting better because I am giving things away, you know. I am giving things away. Oren says I should get a pen and paper. I know, I will. Christina, next time you're over, do me a favor. Next time you're over, find a pen and paper that I can keep here permanently to because I need to remember this. I should get it somewhere where I have it within, you know, because my memory, guys, I just forget stuff like that. But when Dan redesigns the office, I'm sure he'll think of it. Dan says, yes, I became a member today, but I should not be able. No, when you're a member, you're eligible. That's how it works. Absolute Lantern is my favorite. Oh, that's awesome. So Griffin, it's good. Is it good? Because I haven't read it yet. Haven't read it yet. Oh, by the way, Yoo-Hoo's in. What's up, Yoo-Hoo? Yoo-Hoo, I don't know if you're still in, but I just sent, I sent David, our friend, Yoo-Hoo, our friend David. I know where he lives, and he's been on my mind a lot lately. So I sent him a text out of the blue, letting him know I'm thinking about him because of all the stuff that's going on where he lives. And I just sent him a thinking of you. And he sent back a heartfelt text that made me think that he appreciated it. So I know that you are also very good friends with him. So I'm suggesting to you, I'm sure you probably already have known you, but it seemed to really touch him that I did it. So I just want to let you know that our friend David, he appreciated it. And I think he would appreciate more of his friends sending over just thoughts. You know, I know it's personal. I probably should have kept it off the air, but first time we finished. Yeah. The first time I finished an omnibus, I felt like I achieved something, you know. I really felt like I had achieved something fantastic. Also, did you know Netflix produced a Grendel series, shot the entire season, and only the first episode is completed? Mike Grell has everything he can release if he wants to. Well, Grendel, I thought that it's not. Is it Mike Grell that did Grendel? Mike Grell passed away, right? Comics and Tortillas, what's up, man? You're blowing up, my friend. Comics and Tortilla. CNT. I'm gonna send you. I want to send you, and with these, I guess I should send to Yoo-Hoo as well. I can send invites to you guys. I should test this. I could send an invite, and you guys could join this broadcast. You know. Oh, is that Omnibus? Is that Omnibus God? Is that David? I was just talking about you. If that's David, that's what I was just talking about. Oh my God. I hope that's you, brother, and I hope you're doing great. I want to start collecting Doctor Who omnibuses. I've heard Doctor Who. Lars, who I consider a friend. I met him. I did a panel with Omar and Lars. Tom, my friend Tom Jackson is in the room. Tom, I need to introduce you to Lars because Lars actually he's responsible for Doctor Who something. Lars used to work with Wizard magazine, and he is he's a official historian for Doctor Who or something. Tom, I'll get you in touch with him. You would love it. Honestly, my first omnibus was Godzilla from 2024. Oh my God, it officially stopped single issues and do nothing but omnibuses. That's, dude, you have 5. Oh my God. Dude, congratulations. A 5x5 Calyx almost full. That's awesome, dude. That makes me happy reading that. Southforce says, love this channel. Thanks, guy. I love all you guys who are coming in. I just discovered your channel. I'm digging your content. Thanks for all the positive vibes and keeping comics alive. If you love positive vibes, you guys, if you love positive vibes, you will love the video that's going out. Members will get it today. The rest of you guys will get it on Monday. You guys are on Sunday. There is, or maybe it is Monday. Monday you'll get it. Scott Carney is the kid who just, we did a birthday thing for him on my show or on this channel. You guys, he just got the gift and he opened it and they sent me video and I share this video and it's coming out. Members will get it today. And everybody else will get it Monday. But you guys, it's so sweet. I sound like such a wussy, but I had to wipe tears away. It made me so happy. And I think it'll touch you guys. I think you guys will be touched by it too. It's just a sweet video. And I was very proud to make it. I think you guys will love it. I think you'll like it a lot. Charles says, love the show. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Yoo-hoo says, love how committed you are to your values, Ray. Yoo-hoo, I love you, man. You know that. I love Yoo-hoo. I love Omnibus God. You guys, I know we never met each other personally, but I love you guys. You're fantastic. And it means the world to me that you guys appreciate my stuff. Starting the day today with a good workout and end of the day reading comics. There you go. That's a key to a happy, dude. That is my key to a happy life. I love when I get a good workout and I love when I end the day with reading comics. Corey's going to the bar, everybody. Have fun, Corey. Tom says, I met Ray in person and really folksy has come up. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it, man. Let's go, PW. Yeah, PW sent that he sent the super chat, which is great. I think it's great. I'm just learning about this stuff, you guys. Tom just became a member, dude. All right, hold on. I gotta put Tom and Dan. I got to put you guys, I didn't know I could click on this stuff. I'll put you guys in the drawing because I'm just about to do the drawing. Let's see. Viewers stream boo. Brewers stream boo. I have no idea what that is, but I'm pretty stupid. It takes me a while to catch stuff. Whenever you come to Mexico City again. Oh, Jules, you live in Mexico City? My relatives are the Padrones. Rafael and Rafael was my grandfather, but his brother and his brother's children and my cousins all live in Mexico City. I know Mexico City is a gigantic city, but my cousin Greg wants me to go to Mexico City and hook up with some of the Padrones. And I'm hoping sometime in 27 to go there. Jules, I'll still be on the channel. We'll hook up. If I go to Mexico City, we'll hook up, man. That's awesome. My Spanish is very, very rough. Because I haven't spoken since I was 5 years old, but my daughter's fluent and I'll probably take her with me when I go. So, and my cousin's fluent. Ray, what are your thoughts on the DC Compacts? I think I love DC Compacts because it's bringing more younger people into comics. However, And anybody over the age of 50 will agree with me. I can't see them. You know, your eyesight goes to hell. And I don't want to read. I don't want to wear readers and all that stuff. So they're too small. In fact, I'm going to do a video on this soon, but look at these. This is Marvel's version of a reader. This is Marvel's version of a compact book. All right. I don't know what they're called. The Mighty Marvel Masterworks. All right. I was given a ton of these Mighty Marvel Masterworks. I've got the complete X-Men and Captain America, but they're small. Here's a regular omnibus and here's a masterwork. They're too small. I can't read them. So I'm saving these to give away to younger subscribers. I've got some Marvel Silver Age books that I'm going to be giving. I've got like 10 of these books that I'm going to give away. Because they're just, anybody who's older, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's hard to read those smaller books. But I do think, you know. Oh, and Successful Ordnance is from Twitch. We're live on Twitch too, guys. I forgot to say that. We're also live on Twitch. I guess I should have been checking my Twitch. Sorry, buddy. I wasn't checking it. Thrill Hill says, it's a good thing I like DC better than Marvel. Books are 17. Marvel's 35. I couldn't afford to be a Marvel fan. Oh my God, really? I didn't realize there's that big a difference in price. Do you have trouble keeping track of where each book is? Not really, no, because I'm in here every day. I'm in here every day. So I have, and we're putting the new shelves up in my alcove. And when the new shelves go up, all my Epic collections will go out there, and my DC Finest. I know that my independents are in my bedroom. So I'm kind of getting, and my Marvel and DC omnibuses are in this room. And then my Marvel and DC trade paperbacks are in this room. So I have a pretty good idea what room the books will be in. Let's see. It's a good thing I like DC, but yeah, I just highlighted that one. Sorry. Ruben says, what's your opinion on the X-Men Dawn of X omnibus? I haven't read it yet. Have not read it yet, but I got X-Men House of X Powers of 10. I've got that hardcover that I'm going to read, and that will be the start. I'm going to read the entire Krakoa era as those books are coming out. So, you know, it's really awesome. Oh, thank you, Mega Man. Thank you, Mega Man. Became a member. That's awesome. That's great. Make my day, guys. Absolute Green Lantern is Al Ewing. And he's Al Ewing being Al Ewing. If you like him, you'll enjoy the series. I do like Al Ewing. That's awesome. Does anyone else have random piles to be read books and then still read something not in any of those piles, or just me? No, all the time. I do it all the time. Yoo-Hoo says, I would love to go live. Yoo-Hoo, I would love to have you go live. It would be great. And I'm sorry I'm really behind in this stuff, guys, but I'm trying to keep up. Yeah. Yoo-Hoo, I would love you and CNT, Omnibus God, Sean from the Comic Pals. I'd love to have all you guys live on one of these broadcasts. It would be fantastic. In fact, Cody Collects. We were back and forth, and he was saying he wanted to do a collab, and that'd be great. CNT says, let's set up a night where you can chat up comics. Oh, that would be great. CNT, Omnibus God. Oh my God. Omnibus, here he goes. Doing a lot better after your message today. Oh, thank Omnibus God. David, I really meant it, buddy. I love you, and I'm thinking about you. I know it's rough over there, and I just think it's bullshit that you guys are going through that. And my best goes out to you, buddy. And I really meant it, and I really appreciated you sending a text back. It touched me. It was, and I just, you know, I recommended the Yoo-Hoo do the same. I'm sure he already has, but I just think that in times like this, we need support from. I know if it was happening in my town that I'd appreciate any support I can get. So I was thinking of you. And Omnibus, God, I would love for you to do this. I would love it if you would do the broadcast as well with us one of these days. It'd be great. And I will CNT. Let's set up one this week. Let's figure a day that we can do it. We could do it. I do Thursday nights. I do a show. I do my other radio show. So I'm busy on Thursday night, but pretty much every other night I can, I could work it. Let's see. Mega Louis just says, I'm 20, 30, but 30 omnibuses unread. Well, listen, there's all, you know what that means? That just means you got goals. If you have unread omnibuses, that means you have goals in life. There's nothing wrong with goals, my friend. Nothing wrong with them at all. Tom says he's also a paying subscriber too, right? Oh, thank you, Tom. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I'm going to put you guys' names in to the drawing. PW says, I found Absolute GL Green Lantern very intriguing, just confusing in general. I'm loving with these Absolute treatments. They take ingredients familiar to us and mix them. I love, you guys, I loved Absolute Batman. And I loved Absolute Superman. I loved Absolute Wonder Woman. I have not read Absolute Martian Manhunter. I'm looking at the A's of my thing because I can see them. I haven't read Absolute Martian Manhunter, Absolute Flash, or Absolute Green Lantern yet. But I'm planning on reading it. Griffin says Flash is the weakest of the Absolute titles. The issues feel out of place. It's the weakest writing. And I like Lemire, but you said I haven't read it yet, so we'll see. PW says today was the first super chat. Yeah. That's not, by the way, it's not only the first super chat that you ever sent, it's the first super chat I ever received. And here's the funny part, PW. I think that they just went live during the show because I got a notice from YouTube that they were still reviewing. They were still reviewing to determine whether or not I would be allowed to get super chats. So they must have just approved it right before you bought it, which is awesome. So that's great, brother. I really appreciate it. Galandowski says new member, right? Galandowski, you're a member? That's awesome, brother. I got to put your name in too. And Salty Gator is now a member. Oh my God. This is great, guys. I got to put all the names in before I do the drawing. I'm getting ready to do the drawing and I'll put all the names in first. And PW says it was easier to send his super chat than he thought it was. That's great. And he says you can include animated stickers. Dude, that would be awesome. I don't know what that is or how it works, but it sounds awesome as hell. Ray, thanks for showing off the Comic Geeks app the other day. I've been slowly going through. I think I got to be honest. My friend DC, Davin is his name. He's the one who showed me League of Comic Geeks. He showed it to me in 2024 when I had a surgery and he came over to see how I was doing. And he said, hey, let me show you this. And he showed me the app. And that's what made me get it. And I love that app. I love because it just, it's got everything. I highly recommend that for anybody. Hey, Chubby Ray, awesome to see you doing live streams. Yeah, I can't believe it, but I've done so many live streams this week. And the whole thing is I'm just testing how it works. Eventually I'm going to do less, but it's really cool, guys. I really, really love it. Welcome to you, Galandowski, and all new members. You're going to love it. Let's see. Ray, do you like the Batman run by Doug Mensch, Jim Starlin? I love Jim Starlin stuff. I just got a Jim Starlin. Oh, I just got a Batman by Starlin. What was it? I just got a paperback in that is really great that he wrote. I think it was the Second Chances. I think it was Batman. I just got wherever it is. It's somewhere. It's somewhere in this mess. I just got Second Chances, which was the introduction of Jason Todd. And I do like Doug Mensch. Yes. Hey Ray. Hey buddy, what's going on? It says, I too love collecting, trade, and graphic. Dude, then we're the channel for you. Make sure you subscribe. If you love collected editions, then you belong as a member, as a subscriber of this channel. I just found you last week while looking for video on what is the best Batman omnibus to start with. Glad to have found your channel. Uncle Obscene. Uncle Obscene, I hope you have subscribed. I am overjoyed to have you as part of my channel. Uncle Obscene. All right. Will you be picking this? Yeah, I will definitely be picking up the Century Omnibus, of course. This is the first CubbyRay video. Why I love omnibuses so much. I watch it occasionally. Dude, I love, that's like my second most watched ever video. Is that why I love omnibuses? Brian says DC omnibuses are moving into the $175. I know. I knew. You know why? I'm not even going to explain why, but yeah, I know why. A guy who's this economist guy, he might be a subscriber, so I don't want to give names, but he was explaining to me why, and I didn't know I didn't know, but it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense why, and if you guys knew, you would be as angry about it as I am, because the prices should not be going up, but they're going up for a political reason and not which made me mad. Jules says, mi hermano, my English is not the best, but I bet you will get to understand each other. Yes, Jules, like I said, I'll have my daughter, my wife, my cousin with me when I go, and my daughter and my cousin are fluent, so we will get along just fine. I ended up getting X-Men Mutant Genesis after. Oh, dude. The Mutant Genesis Epic Collection is great, but Blue and Gold Omnibus is fantastic. You have the Batgirl 2000 trade paperbacks. Yes, I love it. Yeah. I have, what do I have? I got the Stephanie Brown Batgirls, Cassandra Cain Batgirls, and the Barbara Gordon Batgirls. I love Batgirls. Comics at C&T, you became a member? That's awesome, brother. I got gifted. I don't know what this means, but I was gifted. Thank you. I have no idea what that means, but thank you, Tom. That's great, buddy. I've been watching the past few weeks. I enjoy your content. Oh, Salty Gator, thanks, brother. I really appreciate it. And thank you for being a member. That's fantastic. Ray, does it bother you when you get a few omnibuses and then they change the compendium? It's about what's between the covers. You know what? No, it just gives me something else to buy. I loved Jeff Johns' Justice JSA Omnibus. And then he came out with the JSA Compendium, and I bought it. I'm weak and undisciplined. I cannot help myself. They just came out with the Green Lantern Compendium. I bought it because I'm weak. I'm very weak. What can I say? Mega Man's very cool. I will subscribe. I love your videos. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Ray, I just get gifted a membership to someone in the chat. YouTube randomly chooses who gets their membership, and it lasts 1 month. Oh, that's awesome. So whoever you got the membership for, that's what it does. Oh, I didn't know. That we could do that. Tom, thank you so much. I think that's, dude, to buy a membership for someone, that is amazing. That's the kind of gift I'm talking about. That is a perfect gift for me, to buy a membership from someone. That's unbelievable. Thank you, Tom. That means a lot, buddy. That means a lot. What's your estimate on your unread, unopened omnibus? Brian, when I got into the hobby, when I got in, and my friend Dan and Christina are in the room. They've both been in this room. They can testify to this. When I got into this hobby, I didn't just I didn't go in toes first. I didn't dip my toe in. I went head first, and I went from having 0 omnibuses. I went from having 0 omnibuses in August of 2024. All right. August of 2024 to now. And I don't even know how many omnibuses I have, but all these omnibuses, I never owned an omnibus. I never even owned an omnibus until August of 2024 or July of 2024, whenever I bought my first one. And you see how many I have now. That shelf is all omnibuses, and it goes all the way to the back. This one is all omnibuses. It goes all the way to the back. And they're filled both sides. Not only are both sides filled, but the entire top all the way down is filled. Like there's books here, there's books here as well. And then on the other shelf does the same. Plus, you look at my back shelves, the tops of those shelves are all filled with omnibuses. And there's also, I don't know if you guys can see down, but there's also omnibuses in these shelves back here. I don't know if you can't see my hand, but there's omnibuses over here in these shelves, those shelves down there. So I went hog wild. So I really don't know. I don't know how many books are unread. But a lot of them, are still in plastic, but I try to unwrap at least one book a week out of plastic and start reading it, because I love omnibuses. I love reading them, and my biggest joy in life is when I'm able to read one. It's great. Let's see. How hard is it to find Red Robin trade paperbacks? Very hard, but more than finding them isn't the issue. Paying for them is the issue, because they're very expensive. So DC needs to make a Red Robin compendium or a Red Robin omnibus or something, so everybody can get their hands on these books. You know what I mean? So everybody can. It's Fabian Nicieza. I love Fabian's great. I used to read New Warriors. He wrote those. They're back on his singles. But Red Robin books, what I've read so far is fantastic. I've been waiting for the Cass omnibus for so long. In the meantime, I'm going to buy the No Man's Land omnibus to fill the void. You know, it's Cassandra Cain, the DC Finest of Cassandra Cain's really good. But listen, I'll tell you, the new paperbacks, the Batgirl, the Cassandra Cain paperback, this is very good. You got this is Cassandra Cain fighting her mother. It's very good. The paperbacks are awesome, so I recommend those as well. Do you ever jump between a bunch of all the time? Yeah, I'm reading like I read 4 omnibuses at a time all the time. So yeah, until I get near the end, then I'll concentrate on just the one to finish it. Have I been able to read Friday? Not yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I bought it, but I'll be honest, it's going to take a while for me to get there. but I've heard great things. CNT says, all good, man. You do a lot of great videos. One day my videos will be as good as Comics and Tortillas. I love your TikTok videos. They're great, man. I think your stuff's great. And I think your sensibilities are fantastic. Dude, I appreciate you being a member. That is fantastic. Do you have Simone Gale's Batgirl? Gail Simone's Batgirl? Yes, I have it. Yeah, I do have it, and it was pricey, but it's good. That's the new 52 run, which I have both in paperback and omnibus. So, because I have a problem, I have a weakness. I'm very undisciplined. I went headlong into Omniland too. Yeah, you know, PW sounds a lot like me, where you just go screw it and just go head first. If you're gonna get into omnibus collecting, you got to go head first. It's a very contagious. You're right, Galendowski. It's a very contagious sickness. Do you have any X-Men recommendations? You know what I read? You know what I read this year and I loved? Brian Michael Bendis' all new X-Men. I know some people will insult it. I thought it was fantastic. Drink Coily. I think it's just amazing. It's way too late for Coily to be because it's like 3 a.m. in England, but still, Coily, when you watch this, you'll have to drink. Do you buy your trades online or go to stores? I went to a store in Chicago and bought a bunch of omnibuses in downtown Chicago. But usually I get them online. And I said earlier, Panelbound Comics, Amazon, in-stock trades are where I've gotten. I don't know if I've ever bought an omnibus from Cheap Graphic Novels, but I've definitely bought omnibuses from Panelbound back when it was organic price books. And I'm going to get with Jake now, since you guys told me I got to get with Jake and get my code so I can pass it along. I'll reach out to Jake and let him know. Do you ever plan on doing a room tour? Yes. As soon as, if you're listening earlier, we're doing a redesign. Once the redesign's done, I'm going to do a complete tour. The new Batgirl series really good, especially volume 1, but the issues after that are not the best. But we'll see. I haven't gotten volume 2 yet. When it comes out, I'll get it. I'm actually going to say see you later because I'm in the middle of New Avengers Omnibus Volume 1 by Bendis. PW, I'm warning you right now. I'm going to warn you right now. It's great. However, you're going to need this because Secret Invasion story is when it ends, you're going to be right into Secret Invasion. You'll need that. And Civil War is not in it either. All the stuff around it is in it, but man, when you get done with New Avengers Volume 1, you're going to want to go right into New Avengers Volume 2. Trust me. All right, I'm just about to do the drawing as soon as I put the new members' names in. Let's see. Have you read Jessica Jones? No, I haven't. I love Brian Michael Bendis. I don't own Alias. I wish I did. I love Jessica Jones. I just took advantage of the list extra sale and got Friday as well as Criminal Volume 3. Need the Knives and Cruel Summers Deluxe Edition to complete that pack of dude. I love Griffin. I love Criminal. I have the 3 hardcover collections of it. And I think I just bought Knives. I bought Knives, Escape from Alcatraz, and something else from Crooks and Bandits. I bought it from them. And I just bought from Panelbound. I just bought one of the books from Panelbound with my Lazarus hardcovers. It's my worst nightmare, finishing a book and not having the next volume on hand. Oh, yeah, that's the worst. And by the way, PW, have a good time reading, buddy. I'm now off work. Holy crap, you're still live. Yes, Wesley, I know. I gotta finish. I'm gonna do a drawing for members though. X-Men Blue and Gold Omnibus is having a restock. I know. I heard that. Omar told me that the restock is coming. Restock's coming, but I think he said, and so I'm doing the second half. I think this is what Omar said. Some places will be getting the restock end of January or something. So yeah, depending on where you buy it online, but I know that Amazon for sure, but Amazon I think is getting theirs in February. So the restock is coming of X-Men Blue and Gold. Have you been reading current Transformers run? I do. I read the Daniel. I haven't read all of it, but I read Daniel Warren Johnson. I didn't get it. My friend Tyler talked me into reading it again, and I finally got it. I didn't get what his dad was. I didn't get the dad's sacrifice. When I read it the second time, I got it, and that's when I got the book, and that's when it was really touching. How was the experience with Crooks and Bandits? I haven't gotten my books yet. But ordering was super easy. I think their biggest problem is they're in New Jersey and the mail is slow. So we'll see, because I was told I would get it on Friday and it's still not here. So of course it might be the weather too, but I don't know. I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm sure I'll tell you what the packing is and if the books are good when they get here. I need to get second run of Batman 89 and Superman 78. I've heard Batman 89 is very good. I forgot about the drawing. Okay, PW, I'm just about to do the drawing. I'm almost caught up. Do you own any Wolverine? Oh my God, how dare you? Yeah, God, I own. Should I do it? Should I do it, guys? If you got Young Justice Omnibus Volume 2, how do you like the series? I love it. I haven't read it yet, but I love it. Yeah, I have both. In fact, I got them right here. I don't know if you guys can see, but they're right here. Volume 1, Volume 2. They're right here in my front shelf. All right. You made me do this. Just, you're making me do this. If anybody's mad, blame Just. Here we go. Do I have Wolverine? How dare you make such a suggestion? Where? All right. There's Volume 1. Here's Volume 2. Oh my God, I just dropped all kinds of stuff. There's Volume 2. Here's Volume 3. Four. Five. Now I gotta reach all the way down here to get the rest. Here is volume. Here's 6. Here's Wolverine by Jason Aaron. Here's The Death of Wolverine. My God, I got a lot of these books. Here's The Return of Wolverine. Here's a Wolverine. Is it 2 copies of Wolverine by Aaron again? Do I have 2 copies? No, that's a different book. Different book. Sorry. Wolverine Sabretooth War. And oh, this is Uncanny Avengers. All right. Yeah, so there you go. That's some of my Wolverines. How dare anyone ever imply I don't have Wolverine? Sit my big ass down. So yeah, I have some Wolverine. Okay. Are we ready for drawing? All right. So also, and I got a bit. I need to get an official. I need an official ruling too, guys. I need an official ruling. Okay. PW says no Wolverine goes to hell. No, I think I have that, but I couldn't. I didn't see it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got that. Thanks for sharing. Thank you. Thanks for asking, Jess. I appreciate it. How do those shelves not bend? Are those books heavy? Yeah, they're very heavy. Oh, it's a first Aaron one. Yeah, that was Wolverine Goes to Hell. Thank you. Okay. Here's my question, guys. I drew earlier. I just drew a random book to be a giveaway for members, and I want to show you what it was. I was actually saving this for a special thing. I grabbed Civil War. I didn't mean to grab it, but I did. So do you guys think this should be the member giveaway, or should I draw another one? What do you guys think? What do you think? Should I do Civil War as my member giveaway, or should I? In fact, I'm going to draw. I'll draw another book. I'll let your votes. I'll let your votes make the decision. Okay. And I'm going to put in. I got to put in Comics and Tortillas, Salty. I got to get Salty's name, or whatever that is. Dan, Tom, all of the new members. I got to put all the new members' names in. I got to put all the new members' names in a poll to determine it. Okay, I'm gonna randomly draw another book. I'll show you the two books, and you guys pick the one you want me to give away. All right. Let me close my eyes. All right. Titans Volume 3. This is Dan Abnett and Brett Booth. Titans Volume 3, A Judas Among Us. Brett Booth's art. Oh my God. Brett Booth's art. If you've never seen Brett Booth's art, it's so good. I love this. They should make this Rebirth Titans run, an omnibus. Okay. Should I do Civil War or should I do Titans? Let me get some votes. All right, let's see. What do we have? I don't know if I knew how to do it. If I knew how to do a poll, I would do it. But I don't know how to do that. But I did see YouTube told me that I could name someone, I could give someone privileges and they could do that stuff, but I'm too dumb to do it. Okay, so let me see. Let's take the vote. All right. CNT says Civil War. PW says Titans. Wesley says Titans. Civil War. Somebody count them up for me, will you? Pick someone and let them choose. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. All right. Let's see. Cosner says my Rebirth Titans collection ends with Volume 2, so I say Titans. All right. All right, let's go. Okay, guys. We're gonna do a drawing. First, I gotta put new names in. Somebody help me out. Who are the new? I guess. Well, I'm gonna let me check. If I go over to my YouTube, I could go to my YouTube. Oh, by the way, Oren. Thanks, Oren. It's Titans. Titans won the vote. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Okay. All right. I need to know everybody who's new, and then I'm going to go over and double check on the members list. I want to make sure everybody's in. If you're a member, you're eligible for this. Now, I got to say, well, it doesn't weigh that much, so I guess you can live anywhere. If you're a member, you can live anywhere. But when I do this, the first drawing is for the member, and the second drawing will be random commenter, somebody who did a random comment during this that is a subscriber. If you subscribe to this channel, you're a random commenter. I will draw and you will win this book. All right. So that's coming, but I'll do that after the video's over. All right. Then I've got Titans for a member. Let's determine who the new members are so I could put them in the, I got to put them in the corn pops roll. All right. And I used to have, where are the scissors? I had scissors. Here we go. All right. Okay. Oren says, I'm a subscriber. Yeah, Oren, you are definitely eligible to win. You're definitely eligible to win the whatchamacallit, the random one. Okay, guys, let me check the members. I'm going to check our membership here. Here's the members. All right. The new ones are, where's my blue Sharpie? All right, my Salty Gator. Here's the new members. Salty Gator. Tom Jackson. Mega Man. I got to read my sloppy handwriting too. John Oakley. Dan Swinson. Kraz 1915. Comics and Tortillas, which I'll put as C&T. Galendowski. Wow, thanks. So I didn't know this so much. Guys, thank you so much. I didn't realize so many people became members today. That makes my night. Thank you so much. Okay, now I got to rip and cut here. Make sure that everybody's in for the drawing, okay? All right. And then I'll do the drawing. I actually need a physical assistant here when I do this stuff. It's really crazy. I need like radio where I have a producer. I used to always have producers when I did a live radio show. That's what I need for this. Good Lord. Okay. Let me finish cutting and then I'll get all the names in. All right. Here we go. And if anybody else is going to join, do it now because as soon as I'm done putting them in, we're doing the drawing. Okay. And I love drawing. I really do. I think drawing winners is the favorite thing that I do on this. I think it's my favorite thing I do on this show is draw winners. Okay. And I love doing these live shows. They're so much fun. Okay. I'm putting in Tom Jackson, John Oakley, Galendowski. Hold on. Let me trim this Galendowski here. There we go. I'm putting in Galendowski. I'm putting in Dan Swenson. I'm putting in C&T. Comics and Tortillas. Putting in Mega Man or Mega Mind. Putting in Salty Gator. Hold on, let me trim this a little bit. Salty Gator. I'm putting in Salty Gator. I'll make sure I got everybody. Let me hit refresh just to make sure. All right, I got everybody. Are we ready for the drawing? Here we go, guys. By the way, PW says that's the smallest pair. Yes, it is. I know. I need Christina. Make sure I get human-sized scissors in here, please. I've got to remember that. All right. Okay. The first drawing is going to be for Titans. A Judas Among Us. Brett Booth, Dan Abnett. This Titans run, if you've never read it, it should be an omnibus. It's a great read. All right, guys, here we go. All right. Condor. You are the winner of Titans, A Judas Among Us. And what the hell, guys? Let's draw for Civil War, huh? Let's draw for Civil War. What the hell? In fact, hold on. We'll also draw for Hal Jordan the Green Lanterns Volume 1. We're also going to draw for Hal Jordan the Green Lanterns Volume 1 too. You guys ready? I'm going to do 2 more drawings. These are members. These are for members of the channel. I love you guys. You made my night. So many new members. What the hell? Let's get some stuff away. It's great. I love doing this. It's amazing. All right. Okay. I'm sorry, my brother's texting. So here we go, guys. This is Cozzer. C-O-Z-Z-E-R. Cozzer. You won Civil War, brother. All right, now let's draw for Hal Jordan and the Green Lanterns. Oh, I love this. This is so fun. I'm gonna take out my glasses. Oh, no way. No way. PW, did he leave? Did he leave to go read? You guys, did PW leave? He just freaking won. Oh, he's in there. All right. PW, you won again. Dude, this is what are the odds? Dude, what are the odds? He just won a drawing. Didn't you just win a drawing like 2 weeks ago or something? Oh my God, you just won again, PW. Dude, let me draw another one. Hold on. I'm gonna do one more. Let's see what we grab. Let's see what we're doing now. Let's do, if I could reach this stupid thing. This is Justice League of America, Curse of the King Butcher. Let's do this one too, okay? Right now. Let's have another one. Come on, let's do it. Let's do another one. You guys good? This is the last one because it's getting late, guys. I got to get done. It's almost 9 o'clock. I've really, by the way, I've really enjoyed this This video was great. We've had so many people watching the videos. It's mind-blowing how many people are watching this, guys. It's really mind-blowing. It's blowing my mind. All right, here we go. Last drawing. I gave away too many books, but it's so much fun to draw. This one goes to Dan Swinson, my buddy Dan. Congratulations, Dan. Dude, this is awesome. All right, so Dan, you get Justice League. PW, you get Green Lantern. Kaiser, you get Civil War. And everybody remember this, because all the names are going back into the drawing bowl. And Condor, you get Titans. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Is that cool? Is that cool? Or do you think I couldn't? Do you think we can do do you think maybe we could do one more? Could we do another one? We just gave away Blue Beetle last night. Should I give away another Blue Beetle? Hold on, let me make sure I have this. Oh yeah, okay. Forever Blue Beetle. Should we do it? Should we do it? This is insane. Fuck it. Oh, I mean, screw it. Let's do. We'll do two more. We're going to do Blue Beetle. I love this. I'm having so much fun. We're going to do Blue Beetle, Forever Blue. And we're going to do Jed McKay's Avengers Twilight. Oh, this is a really good, you guys, this is a great trade paperback. This is Jed McKay's Twilight Dreaming. So this will be the second. So first winner is getting Blue Beetle, Forever Blue. Second drawing, second winner is going to get Avengers Twilight Gleaming. All right. All right, here we go. First one is Blue Beetle. All right. God, I love this stuff. Blue Beetle goes to, no way. No, it can't be. This cannot. Sean Rice, the guy who won last night's drawing. He won Blue Beetle last night, and he just won Blue Beetle Forever Blue. Sean Rice is getting 2 Blue Beetle books, and he hasn't even been in here to watch. God, he hadn't even been here to watch the. I got to draw another one. Hold on, I got to get another book. I might be crazy. What we're gonna do? Let's do. Oh, this is a good Brian Michael Bendis. All New X-Men, Volume 4. This is fantastic. We're gonna do this. All right. I think I should have taken Sean's name out because he won yesterday's drawing. But what are the freaking odds? All right. So we're gonna draw for this too. Right now, let's draw for. I gotta stop. I need somebody to stop me because I'm really jazzed up now. And God, I don't know if I'm gonna have. I don't know if I'll have the discipline to stop. All right, Avengers Twilight Gleaming. Avengers Twilight Gleaming. This is for members. God, I love my members. My wallet's not going to love them too much, but I love my members. All right, guys. Twilight Gleaming goes to Jacob Olinger or Ollinger. Jacob Olinger or Ollinger, you win Avengers Last Gleaming. Now we're doing All New X-Men Volume 4. Is it 9 yet? Because I got to stop at 9. All right, we still got 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. And you know what? I'm having a blast. So I can't guarantee this is the last of these drawings. I might actually do another one. I can't read what it... Oh, yeah, I've got the smallest pair of scissors. You're going to forget who won what books. I have the winner sheet on top of the books. So I know who's won them. Yeah, and I have that. And you guys, you don't know Christina, my friend Christina, who's in the chat room. I can guarantee you she is so anal retentive and I guarantee you her phone is open. She's probably keeping notes. Her OCD is so intense. I guarantee she's keeping notes. Okay, here we go, guys. All right. No, I'm Central Standard Time, PW. Trav Tucker, you just won All New X-Men. All right. Let's do another one. Oh, screw it. All right. This is Titans Volume 1. Titans Volume 1, made in Manhattan. This is Volume 2. Okay. Let's see who's going to win this. Oh, my God. I got to stop. Tom says Christine and Dan left. Oh, so Christina's not taking notes. Oh, damn. All right. Here we go, guys. Who knows? More Titans. I should have brought my wife in to draw. No way. Tom Jackson, you won, brother. You just won Titans made in Manhattan. Let's do another one. Hold on. How about I got? I got 2 minutes left. Let's see what else we got. This is a good book, guys. I can't lie. This is a really, really good book. This is Hal Jordan and the Green Lanterns. Zod's Will. This is Hal Jordan versus General Zod. If you've ever read this book, this is Robert Venditti. And this is part of the Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. If you've never read this run, I highly recommend it. I recommended DC make this Volume 3 of the Venditti Omnibuses. I think this run's fantastic. And this story, it guest star Superman, it is freaking unbelievable. Whew. Somebody's going to win this. And I'll be honest. I do think it's very cool that brand new members are winning tonight. All right. Oh, that's my bad. Look, guys, I accidentally drew 2, so I'm going to put these both in. I accidentally drew 2. I drew 2, so should I put them back in and draw again, or because I can't have 2 winners of the book? What do you think? I mean, I guess I guess I could hold on. Let me see here. I could grab another book. One of the winners, Gracie Patrick. Gracie Patrick, you're getting Green Arrow Volume 1, The Life and Death of Oliver Queen. Majin or Mangan 31, you're getting Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Excuse me. All right. What time is it? All right. Oh, it's 10. It's 10 o'clock my time. Is it? Shit, I thought it was 9. Oh, God. Sorry, PW. I just looked. You're right. It is 10 o'clock my time. So I've got to, my wife does the packaging. She's not going to be happy. Oh, well, I say, what the hell? I'm having so much fun, guys. I'm having so much fun. Let's do another one. Last one. This has got to be the last one. I was supposed to be done at 9 o'clock and it's 10:02. Oh my God. This is Miles Morales Spider-Man. This is part of the Gang War story. The Gang War storyline was great. His Gang War stuff was awesome. Who's winning this one? All right. I gotta stop. How many have I won? I've given away. This is like 10th. This is my 10th book. Oh my God. Okay, guys. Scrambling it up. I want to make sure I just grab one. Hold on, I got 2 again. This is Carl. Carl, you win Miles Morales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've given away 9. No. 11. Oh my God. How many have I given away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've given away 12 books. Oh my God. I just gave away 12 books. Let's do a baker's dozen. I need to stop. I really got to stop. Let's do... Should we do another Avengers? Let's do another Jed MacKay Avengers. This is the Impossible City, Volume 1 of Jed MacKay's Avengers run. And this is the last one, guys. The 13th. This is the 13th book. The 13th book that I've given away, all right? Of all the members, this is book 13. My wife's going to kick my butt. This is insane. This is insane. What is wrong with me? Yep. Here we go. Yeah. Is it already done, baby? You said you're going to start it? Sorry, my wife asked me a question. Oh, C&T. Comics and Tortillas. You win Avengers. You win Avengers, The Impossible City. There you go. All right, guys. Oh my God, this was so much fun. Oh my God, it's so much fun. People are saying Mrs. Chubby Ray Comics can make a cameo. My wife's name is Deidre, not Mrs. CubbyRay Comics, but that's funny. Ray's channel in Oprah. You get a trade, and you get a trade, and you get a trade. I got it, you guys. I got to stop. I mean, but man, this has been so much fun, you guys. Oh my God, this is fantastic. Okay, so send me your details if you're one of the winners. And then I will put I'll have to put all the members back in here for the next drawing. But let me recap. Comics and Tortillas, you win Avengers. You win the Avengers Impossible City. All right. And I'm taking your advice, guys. I'm putting the seats inside the books. Carl, you get Miles Morales Spider-Man. Okay. Mangan or Majin. I don't know if that's a U. I don't know if that's a U or a G. What do you guys? I don't know. I can't even read my own handwriting. So bad. Mangan 31, maybe. I don't know, but you and Hal Jordan. Okay. Hold on. Gracie Patrick, you win Green Arrow. You guys, this is so much fun. Oh my God. Tom Jackson. Tom, you win Titans Made in Manhattan. Trav Tucker, you win all new X-Men. All different. Jacob Ollinger, you win Avengers Twilight Dreaming. All right. Sean Rice. By the way, what are the odds that Sean won last night and tonight? What are the odds? Wes says, if I win, I'll win something. Wesley, I got to be honest, I think the odds were better for you to win tonight than lose, and somehow you lost. Blue Beetle goes to Sean Rice. He won last night. He won Blue Beetle, and then he won this. Unbelievable. Condor won Judas Among Us. You guys, I definitely overdid it. This is insane. What is wrong with me? Kaiser, you win Civil War, my man. Yeah, Kaiser, email me the deets. Email them to me. Kaiser, you win that. P-Dub, you win Hal Jordan. You win Sinestro's Law, which is volume 1 of the Hal Jordan, the Green Lanterns. Dan Swinson, you win Justice League of America, Curse of the King Butcher. I really overdid it, guys. This is insane. And somebody won. Oh, I'm going to randomly draw for someone to win this. All right, guys. So these were tonight's giveaways. My wife will get these mailed out this week. My wife will get them mailed out. Everybody who's chatted, everybody who's been in the room, if you have been in the room, I'm advising you, please subscribe to CubbyRay Comics on YouTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube page because what I'll do is I'll pick a random commenter from tonight's comments, and then I'll check the rolls. And if you are a subscriber, then you win it. It's that easy. If you're not a subscriber, I'll draw the next person, or I'll randomly pick someone else. So make sure you subscribe so you can win. All right. My members, I love my members. You guys are the best. And you know what? I'm going to do, I'll do a members giveaway every single live video. Thanks, Jacob. I appreciate it. Galandowski says, hit that like button. Yeah, thank you, Galandowski. You're remembered. Everybody hit the like button. It means the world to me. I want the algorithm. I want the algorithm to know who CubbyRay is. When I go live, share it with everybody. Okay. To the 70 or 100 and the 102 people that watched on TikTok, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. However many are on Instagram, I think the Instagram video is done, but thank you to you Instagrammers who watched. All I could say is thanks to everybody. We had a blast. Everybody on Twitch, thank you to all my people watching on Twitch. This was a lot of fun, guys. Galandowski, thanks for your great stream. You're the man. You guys, I had a blast. My next stream, it's going to be me, Comics and Tortillas. I'm going to invite Yoo-Hoo. I'm going to invite Omnibus God and Sean from Comic Pals. I'll invite those guys. Whoever wants to join me, we'll do a live stream. We'll get it planned for sometime this week. Okay. You guys are awesome. I love this video channel. It means the world to me. It means the world to me. And I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys realize if you're a member, odds are you're going to win more than you're not, because I think I'm going to have to, like, make it to where, like, because I can't promise I'm not going to do a stream tomorrow. I probably won't because there's football on. Thank God. But who knows? I might do one tomorrow or Monday or something before, and I'll do a members giveaway. And so I probably will not have put those in the corn pop thing. So I'll just draw from whoever's left. All right. So everybody who won, get hold of me. If you're a subscriber, get hold of me once again. And you guys, I love tonight's stream. By the way, it is 3 hours. I got to wrap it up because it's been going 3 hours, but it was fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. Congratulations to the winners. And I will see you guys next live show and next video. By the way, members, you're going to get the video tonight of Scott Carney opening his as a birthday gift. And trust me, it's a touching video. You guys will love it. And everybody, you're getting, I'm doing my 4,000 subscriber giveaway video tomorrow. You're going to see which 4,000 subscriber wins and all that stuff. Monday is going to be the Scott video. And then new videos coming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every day I try to do new videos. Members, you get them after they're produced. Everybody else gets them when they go to the public. I thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the super chat, PW. Tom Jackson, I want to thank Tom because Tom also gifted a free subscription to somebody, which I thought was fantastic. I didn't even know we could do that. That is amazing. And whoever, I don't know who, you said that's randomly chosen. I don't know who got that, but congrats to them. And everybody else who signed up for subscriptions tonight, thanks, guys. You mean the world to me. And I'll see you guys next stream and next video. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great night.